How's it going, guys? David Dunphy here with Healthy Finance, a place where we talk about health, motivation, and of course, financial freedom. Today's episode's a banger where we're going to be discussing crypto. Yeah, that's right. Talking about crypto yet again. I love it. I just love crypto and I love talking about it, so sue me. But here are our topics today. We're going to be talking about Polygon and its surge. We're going to be talking about Ethereum and the merge. And we're also going to be talking about Tesla and the purge of their Bitcoin. See what I did with that? Wordplay. You gotta love it. If you guys are interested in this, you need to stick around and stay tuned because I got the info that you're looking to hear. Also, I'm looking to hit 100 subscribers. For those of you that are interested, I'm giving away a free copy of Winter's Eve. Yeah, I wrote this book and I signed it. And I'm going to give a little sentimental message to whoever wins this book. It could be you. All you have to do is subscribe. When I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway for this book. It'll be a little video. I'll ask for likes. If I can hit 100 likes, those with the comments down below, win a copy of this book. I think I'm going to do it every time I hit 100 subscribers. So if I get 100, I'll give a book. If I get 200, I'll give another book. Stuff like that. I also have another book coming out soon, Keepers of the Lighthouse, which we'll talk about more in future videos. But right now, let's get back to crypto. So if you like what you're seeing right now, stick around. So what is Polygon anyways? So right here, I checked out their page. Polygon believes in Web3 for all. Polygon is a decentralized Ethereum scaling platform that enables developers to build scalable, user-friendly dApps with low transaction fees without ever sacrificing on security. What the hell does that even mean? Well, I'll tell you. It's a layer 2 platform built on the Ethereum token. So the ERC20. So basically what it's doing is it's helping to make the everyday user be able to use Ethereum because it believes that everyone should have access to it. Right now, Ethereum is through the roof in their prices. Even though it's dropped down 60% in the last year, it is still up. Prices are $2,000 just to buy a token. Not to mention the gas fees just to do transactions is through the roof. I did a transaction earlier just for $100 just to see how it worked. I decided I was going to figure out how to stake my Ethereum on a dApp that I'm using, Lido. First time ever using it. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I was curious to try it. Anyways, the transaction fee for that $100 was like $3 or $4. Like I lost $3 or $4 to stake, which I'd probably only going to make $3 or $4 in a year anyway. So I'd have to stake it for 2 or 3 years. Like I was thinking to myself, this is kind of insane because even then when I pull it out, I'm still going to be losing the $2 or $3 I just earned. So what's the point? So not a big fan of Ethereum's gas fees whatsoever, but Polygon is fractions of a cent just to do transaction fees. So that is something that a lot of people are looking into. Not to mention the fact that when Luna collapsed and lost everything, all their dApps, all the projects that were being worked on Terra decided to migrate, and they needed somewhere else to go. And lo and behold, they went to Polygon. So now Polygon surged in price. It went from 40 cents, which is Canadian, by the way, if you guys are wondering, from 40 cents to $1.30 in less than a week. And then it went down a little bit, but still at that price, I was buying Polygon around that price at 40 cents, not thinking much of it, just thinking, you know what, there's 11% staking on crypto. I'll just do that, and the price was up to $3 or $4 at one point. I'll just wait it out until it goes up to $3 or $4 and then sell some. And I was really shocked to see it go up 3 times what I had paid for it. So it's been good. I like the company. I want to learn more about that and their programs and what they're doing. I think the crypto universe, everything about it is really fascinating. And Web3 just sounds like it's going to be a credible step up from what we're using now. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with Polygon, and I'm really excited to see it moving forward. And I mean, looking at this right now, they have over 4 billion tokens staked. Not only that, they have a total transaction of 1.8 billion so far done. 145,000 contract creators, 140 million average day gas saved. Crazy. And they have 100 active validators. 100 active validators. I wonder how many validators they need. But anyways, if you're wondering what a validator is, they're normally the person or people that will figure out the transaction and approve it or do whatever they have to do to keep things moving. So it's interesting. Yeah, I'm just reading their web page there now as it scrolls by. They also have 13K delegators, so I don't know the difference between 135 million active addresses now, me included. So that's really cool. I definitely want to learn more about their scalability and what's going on with this company, because it's very fascinating, the information. I mean, when I started just doing crypto and just buying it, I literally just was kind of like going with the flow, trying to figure out what the hell everything is. Like, I was just buying the most popular coins thinking, yeah, that'll make me money in the future. And then, of course, everything crashed. And, everything went down, 70%, 80%, some of it. Thankfully, I dollar cost averaged through the whole thing. We're starting to see some recovery right now, and I'm only around 45% down. Like last month, I was talking about this, and I was 60% down. So now it's going up. So doing all right. But yeah, so that's interesting. I do want to learn a lot more about Polygon. I don't want to be somebody on here that's just like, yeah, I know everything, because I don't have a fucking clue. Honestly, I really don't have a clue. I'm like everyone here, just learning as I go on. I want to become better at this, so I want to learn more, and I just want to be transparent with you guys, and let you know what I'm doing, like what I'm buying. But it's honestly, guys, this is not financial advice. Okay, don't listen to what I'm saying. This is more for entertainment, more to kind of give out information. So honestly, please don't take my word for it. Go and do some research, because I still got to do research. I mean, this stuff is so fascinating. But next, we're going to talk about the merge. Yep, Ethereum 2.0, the merge. I've been looking forward to this actually turning into a proof of stake for a while. It's been a proof of work since the beginning in 2011. 2011, yeah, that's when this project came out, when they started working on it. It's 11 years this has been out, and to see it grow the way it's done, even in just the past 2 years that I've been looking at it, because I didn't start investing right away. I was kind of watching Ethereum and stuff in 2020 and Bitcoin, and just kind of wary of it. Like a lot of people, I was wary of it, like, oh, it's not gonna do anything. Then I seen it go up to 80,000 Canadian Bitcoin and Ethereum over 6,000. I was like, shit, I should have started buying back then instead of just waiting to see what happens. I should have got in and then started learning as I went. And I found since I started investing into crypto, I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out and understand everything. But even in the last year alone, I feel like I've learned so much more from just reading articles, books, even read the stock market bubble, cryptocurrency bubble, or bust. What was it called? I can't remember what it was called. But the book was actually really fascinating. It went through the history of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and just talked about all the different stuff. There'll probably be a picture of the book here somewhere. But yeah, that's definitely a good read. Very interesting book. Definitely put some perspective into it, and it made me more interested in buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's where my head's at, starting that. But let's get back to what I was trying to talk about, and I was trying to talk about the merge. A lot of this is probably going to be cut, by the way. So the merge is basically what they're trying to do is go from a proof of work to a proof of stake, because the gas fees are expensive, the impact on the environment is crazy. They're even saying right now that the energy reduction for the merge is going to be 99.95% better than what it is right now. And from what I've heard from the environmental footprint, mining is not as bad. It's a lot of energy, but they found ways of converting the high cost energy into like more scalable stuff like solar and all that stuff. So like they haven't really been using that much in terms of gas fees. Sorry, in terms of energy, because they have been using a lot of the energy they've been using is, from what I've heard, is recycled energy. So I don't really know too much about that. You hear a lot of different stuff. You hear them saying, "Oh, it's doing too much," and then you hear other people saying that, well, it's just recycled energy. They're using like solar panels and windmill. Could you imagine? Yeah, I got my computers hooked up here to the old windmill now. all 3,000 of my computers I use to mine. But so right now they do have 12 million Ethereum staked right now, and 3,905,000 active validators. And that's crazy, because in order to be a validator right now, you need to have 32 Ethereum. And that equates to about $15,000 or something like that, or $50,000. You need to have $50,000 just to be a validator, just to really stake right now. So, yeah, it's actually pretty insane. I have two. I have two. I'm not even remotely close. I have two. Yeah. And you know, the funny thing is, if it wasn't for this bear market right now, I don't even think I'd have a half of an Ethereum token. So as soon as I hit Ethereum, that one token, I was just like, yes! And then it dropped another like $1,000, and I was just like, oh, well, now it's not as impressive. But now I have two, so thought I'd never have one, and now I have two. And it's all because of the bear market. Buying in the bear market has been definitely beneficial. I wrote out a list of how much money I'd allocate towards all this. I wanted to put 20,000 in, and I wanted to buy so many coins, and I ended up using the same amount of money that I wanted to invest, and I've actually doubled a lot of the tokens that I thought I wouldn't do, because I thought the price was just going to keep going up, and a lot of the stuff I bought, like the top 10 currencies or cryptocurrencies right now, a lot of them tanked, and it's been great to buy. I just hope it goes back up. But yeah, so the merge has really been surging the price up right now, actually. Starting September 19th, I think, September 19th, or roughly around that, that's when Ethereum 1.0 becomes Ethereum 2.0, and right now on Coinbase, I've got some money started in there now, because I feel like they're going to be able to stake once the merger happens for Canada. I can't do it right now. Like, I know in the US you can stake on Coinbase, but Canada is just one of them that won't. Even though now we got Solana, Cardano came out in March for staking. But yeah, so Ethereum, I'm putting money in there now, slowly but surely. I stopped investing on Wealthsimple because I hear there's going to be staking, but I don't know when it's going to happen. So I'm now just starting to put money into Ethereum, because I feel like there's going to be some staking happening, and I'd like to at least have one token for that. So I put some money in Lido. It's a DeFi app that helps to actually convert the currency into staked Ethereum. So I have staked Ethereum, but I only put $100 in because I was just testing it out. That's pretty interesting. It's like 3.9% from what it says. I can put a link down below. I'm using it from the Coinbase wallet. I like the fact that it's 3.9%, but I feel like I gotta wait like 4 or 5 years before I actually get some sort of value from it, because the way the gas fees are, it's gonna be insane. Hoping that the merge is gonna change that. I really hope. I mean, that's what they're saying. It's gonna be cheaper. Proof of staking seems like the way to go, and with Solana having the proof of history, I feel like they're like the third generation now. So it ought to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Lastly, we're going to be talking about Tesla selling their Bitcoin. Yeah, they sold 3/4 of their Bitcoin through the T2, their second quarter. I am very surprised that they sold as much as they did. It says the conversion in Q2 added to almost $1 billion of cash to our balance sheet. So Tesla invested roughly $1.5 billion in Bitcoin back in 2021. So they lost a $500 million, like over $500 million just doing this, just selling it so early. But thankfully, he didn't sell his Doge. I mean, that's literally what the article's about. Thank heavens. Good on you, Elon. You're the man. But, I really want a Tesla. Like, those cars are so sleek. And I think because I want it so frigging badly, I see them everywhere. I mean, every fifth or sixth car feels like there's a Tesla. Especially on this little tiny island that we're living on. To see like 10 or 12 Teslas going around, and they only have like two EV stations. So like, I don't know. I guess everyone has one at their house, so it's probably how it's working too. But yeah, so crazy. But I really want a Tesla, so I am invested in Tesla so that I can buy a Tesla, because I thought how cool it would be to own Tesla and then have enough money to buy a Tesla car using my stocks, just using stocks alone, just fully buy out. It's gonna take 10 years. My plan with my my plan with the Toyota Corolla right now is to just let it ride for another 6 or 7 years. Got 2 more years to pay off on it. Once that's done, I just kind of want to just not have any car payments, not have any debt, and just use all the money that I'm using to put towards buying more Tesla, buying Shopify, because I started buying some Shopify, Amazon, Apple, sticking to the blue chips. I also invest in Scotiabank as well. Scotiabank is my bank, but I was just like, I'm not keeping my money in a bank so I can get 0.05% interest back when I could just buy Scotiabank, get 7% interest as it rises, and not to mention that they have like a 3% yield right now on their dividends. So it's just like, it's a no-brainer. I'd rather own Scotiabank than be their little puppet. So I bought some Scotiabank. I don't know if you guys have Scotiabank. It's a Canadian bank. I don't even know if they're in the U.S. They started in Nova Scotia, for anyone that's wondering. Yeah. But yeah, that's a fun fact. Just wasting some more time. I don't know. I'm new to this, guys. Okay, I'm trying. Leave me alone. But that's it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a really long video, probably the longest video I've done. I hope to edit some of this, make it a little bit shorter, because I find like 20-minute videos can be a little bit tedious. But you know what? You guys are great. And if you stuck around even for 5 minutes, I appreciate that. And if you're hearing this, then you stuck around for the whole video, which I appreciate even more. So, the next step is just to, subscribe button just down below. I'll even put my little face right here, so you can click on him. Make it easier. Anyways, guys, that's David Dunphy here with Healthy Finance. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later.